What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the It's Been Real podcast, episode 9, coming at you live.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. If you notice, I hope you do, we got leaves that me and Austin put everywhere. Got a little tablecloth, little pumpkins. What's it?
little bumpy things
Yeah,
on
the
the table.
little bumpy things. We got little cute owls over
Little
here. I like
cuties.
them.
Little cuties.
I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know that if y'all see some leaves falling, we did that on purpose.
Yeah, we're just trying to get you into the spirit, you know?
That's all. It's fall, so we got things falling. By the end of this episode, we are hoping that we have at least 5 left over. That's the goal.
Yeah.
So this episode is going to be pretty lengthy.
Lots to talk about.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. So also, I'm going to kick it over to you, and you can introduce yourself
Cool.
for the new people.
I was about to say, for y'all that don't know, my name's Austin. This is Jacob. We started this up 9 weeks ago, and we have just been on this kick of putting these out there for you guys, and it's been a fun time. It's been a fun time for sure. This is going to be a little bit long than our usual. We have a lot going on in our lives right now.
Yeah.
So, other than that, we'll start it out with our usual. So, Jacob, what is your verse of the week?
All right, we're going to go to 1 Corinthians. It's going to be 10:13, and it says, "The temptations in your life are no different from what others experience, and God is faithful. He will not allow the temptation to be more than you can stand. When you are tempted, He will show you a way out so that you can endure." Which, the reason why I picked this one today, I got a little story. And it's not really my story that has happened to me, but I'm really close to my dad. He fell. He was tempted to choose a wrong path in his life. He went down a very dark path, and it just really affected him. Affected our relationship, his first marriage, stuff like that, and it took him a very long time to realize that he can get help as long as he has God in his life. And so the temptation that he had, it just, in that scripture, it's saying God is giving you this temptation and you can handle this. Like, he's given this to you because he's basically like our free will.
Yeah.
He's basically like, hey, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to throw this at you. Let's see if you avoid it or you do it. Whatever.
Test.
Yeah, it's basically a test. So, he failed his test, but as he was on that wrong path, he was steering away, and he's coming back over, and he's merging back over into the right path, and it's amazing how God can forgive, how even though you're going down the worst part of your life, I mean, going to jail, losing connection with your kid, a marriage that is struggling constantly, it's amazing how, he had nothing, he had no money, nothing like that, and now he has a successful business. He has a great wife, amazing house, stepchildren, all this stuff, and it just shows that if you're going through something dark and you're like, I don't think I can ever swim back up to the top, like I am at rock bottom, God will bring you up. And there's a reason why you were tempted with this. It's because he knows that you can handle this. And, it's awesome. It's amazing how God works. So,
Yeah, that's kind of relates with some stuff I got going on. So
Oh, really?
I appreciate you putting that out there,
Well, I'm just setting you up, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm just
I
giving you a
appreciate
little
buddy.
lineup.
Well, appreciate you, buddy. It's pretty good.
Well, what you got? What verse do you have today?
Yep. So today,
Here we go. We'll take our time.
I'm gonna
That's fine.
bring it out. It is mine's gonna be Psalm 118:13, which says, "You aggressively tried to attack me and knock me down, but the Lord helped me." And the reason that has stuck with me this week is I have had probably one of the worst weeks I have had in a very long time. So at the beginning of this week, my mom, she got her purse stole. It had everything in it: her car keys, her ID, all of her debit cards, credit cards, her money, everything like that. And it was hard to just be able to give that to God and say, Lord, I know that somebody else may think that they need this, and if they do, I hope they use it in the best way,
Yeah.
but I need help. And that's one of the main things that we got to realize is that, hey, if you are going through something, it's completely okay to reach out for help. Look to God, ask for help, ask for forgiveness, ask that you need him. And what was it, Sunday, I went to a new church, and it went along with that, which I'll get into in a minute. But I also wanted to say Tuesday, I was at work, and I woke up with like just bad, super bad anxiety. Like I was shaking like a chihuahua in winter. Like it was bad.
Chihuahua. Oh my
It was bad. It
gosh.
was bad. And like I was sitting there, and I looked up on my phone, and that verse popped up on my phone, and I was like, okay, so this is the devil trying to come back into my life and keep me from doing something again. I'm not gonna let that happen. So I sat back and prayed, and
Yeah.
I was like, all right, God, I'm giving this to you. Take care of it. Take the anxiety out of me today. I got a lot going on, and I need your help.
Hmm.
And about 30 minutes later, my anxiety had released from me, and I was able to do my work with a clear head. I was focused, and everything was going good for me. And I was just, it's so amazing the things that he can do once you start seeking after him and start really getting into that relationship that you grow with him. The things that he can do is so amazing. And I'm so thankful for him in so many ways that he'll never understand.
Yeah.
And to get into the thing from Sunday, so I, Saturday when it happened last Friday, and then I already had this plan to go to a church in Chattanooga when I went up there for a trip, and I found one randomly. Like at first, I was going to go to a place called the Ramp in Chattanooga because I used to go there a lot when I was younger in Hamilton, Alabama, but
Hmm.
they have one in Tennessee as well. And I was like, I watched some of the things that the pastor was teaching on. And I was like, not really. I don't really want to go there. And then this other one was like another recommendation, and it's called the City Church Chattanooga. And I was like, okay, let's go there. Let's check it out. Let's see how it is. So I get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning so that I can be there by the first service. I drive all the way up there. I get there, and I'm sitting in the parking lot. It's like 10:40, and the service that I chose started at 11:15. I was like, all right, I got a few minutes, so let me sit here. Let me pray about this. Let me kind of calm my nerves down because I haven't been to a church, especially by myself, in a very long time. I kind of
Hmm.
just do my studies in my own time.
Yeah.
Um, so I was like, I had a little bit of like social anxiety going on and stuff like that, and I was just praying. I was like, Lord, don't let me walk away from this. Let me go in. Let me see what this is about. And I I was like, I got 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm gonna just get up and I'm gonna go. And I got up, I got out my car, and I walked in. And this church is huge,
Yeah.
huge church. And the crazy thing is, so my hotel that I stay up there is right here.
Hmm.
I could walk to the church.
Oh wow.
Like it would take me probably 45 seconds to walk to it.
Oh dang.
And I'd never noticed it before. And
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. I walk in, and like the people at the doors, they're greeting you. They're like, hey, how you doing? I hope that you have an amazing time in our service today and whatever. And like I go in there and I sit down, and I sit down in the back because I have social anxiety. So
Right.
that like already throws me off. And I know nobody there. Like I
Yeah.
can't just go up to somebody and be like, hey, what's up, dude? Because I just can't do that. But I sat down, and I started getting anxiety again because there was a bunch of people piling in. Like by the time that service started, there was probably 300 people there.
Good gosh.
Like it was huge. And so they started service and they started worship music, and I stood up and I was listening. By the time I stood up and started listening to the worship music, everything in my body just completely went away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this is crazy. So we get into the worship, and we're just worshiping, and this lady started speaking in tongues, and like translated her own speaking in tongues, and like everybody in there was just like, yes, Lord, thank you, Lord, and all this. And I was like, okay, so this is pretty cool. So we get into the service, and I can't remember the pastor's name, but dude is a rock star. Like everything that he said just sat so hard with me. And I actually have some notes that I wanted to go over real quick from the day that I had there. So one of the main things that hit me is spiritual formation is the process by which Christ is formed in us. So as we form into the person that we're becoming, it's because Christ is in us, and he's forming us. He's sitting there making us,
Yeah.
putting our path in the right way, making us, and we may fail and we may pass certain things, but he's making us for who we are. He'll never take away our free will to do whatever we can do.
Right.
Choosing to receive help, that was the first time that I had realized, okay, let me receive help. And then when that happened Tuesday, I was just like, God, I need it.
Yeah.
I need help, and I got it. So choosing to receive help is a big thing. The three big points that I have of what he said. So one of them is you matter to him. So he knows your situation, he cares about your situation, and he uses pain to activate your faith. So whenever you're in the depths, like you say, when you're at rock bottom, if you look up to him and you ask him, hey, look, I need help. I need help getting pulled out of the very depths of whatever I'm going through.
Yeah.
He's there. But he uses that pain for you to look up to him and appreciate who he is, to get back on your path with him. So
yeah, kind of like a whatchamacallit check, like kind of like a reality check. Like, you're doing so good in life, and people tend to like move away from God because they're like, oh, I don't
Everything's
need him
going good.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
No.
And then he's like, all right, I'm cutting you below the knees, and then it's like, oh God, now I really need you. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna pull you up again, and that's his.
And he does it all the time.
Yeah, it's his forgiveness. And
yeah, he just forgives so easy.
Yeah,
it's just amazing. Like if you was just to stay on that same path with God, of just following him, looking up to him, learning more, having more knowledge, getting to have that relationship better. When you're having your good days, imagine what that will feel like every day.
Yeah.
Like imagine that growing into such a beautiful thing that all of your worries, you may still have worries, but you know what? God's going to take care of them. And you know that in your heart.
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of that, God has the power to change you and your situation. Sometimes he changes you, sometimes he changes your situation, and sometimes he changes both. But you know what you don't get to do? You don't get to choose the way he does it or the outcome of what happens when he does it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That blew my mind. I was like, wow. So all of this struggle and pain that I've been going through the last week and a half and everything, he's doing this for a reason. He's showing me that, hey, if I grabbed this and okay, I'll give you an example. So we're gonna mess with our little decorations for a second here.
Okay.
Here, hold this. Here, hold this. Hold this. Here, hold this.
I ain't holding that.
You see what I mean? He gives you so much to hold that to you don't have enough to hold. But hand them back to me. But when you start doing this, keep giving me stuff. You start to realize that you can hold a lot more if you hold it all the right way, which is crazy.
I'm gonna say this right now. This took a minute to set up, so I'm gonna let you set that back up. No, but that's a really good. I do like that. Because you're humanly like your brain, your human brain, restricts you more than anything else in your whole life. So, yeah, that's perfect. I mean, you can. Yeah, I know it's struggling over there. Oh my gosh.
We'll fix him.
But yeah, like you feel like you're like you're restrained to do things, but all you need is God to like push you that extra mile.
Yeah.
That's a really good explanation. I like that.
He piles stuff on you, but he piles enough on you for you to be able to hold it. Like he knows your limit. You may not think that you may think that you've reached your limit, but he knows you have more in you. And he's giving you that lesson of, hey, you can do this. You just have to do it a certain way to have a better outcome.
And let me show you that.
Let me show you that better way.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I do like that a lot.
Yep. And the last thing is that you don't have self-control because God is in control.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think that you have control over a situation, you don't.
Yeah.
God has to take control of that situation, and if you give it to him, he'll take care of it. It's this other thing that I read, which I got this in John because I've been reading on John a lot. So let's say that he puts you in this terrible situation, and you're like, I got this. There's no worries. This is easy. And then you realize that you have too much on you. Guess what? God, I need help. You know what he's going to do? He's going to help you. If you wake up in the morning and you live every day, that stupid thing fell again. And you live every day and you say, God, I need you to take control of the things in my life so that I can take care of you. See how better your days go.
Yeah.
Because I've had to learn that lesson this week. And throughout the week, when I slowly started realizing what that really truly meant is that every problem that comes up isn't my problem.
Yeah.
It's not most of the problems don't have anything to do with me, but I take it to heart and I make it something to do with me. So if I give God those situations every morning and say, "Look, I need you to take care of this today while I take care of you. While I read in your word, read what you got to say, be more like you, be the way that you want me to be. You will take care of all the bad and all the good that happens in my life that needs to have control in that situation at that certain time and everything." So that's a
Yeah.
big lesson that I've had to learn this week.
No, I like that a lot. I've watched a movie. It's a very popular movie. I want to say it's Evan Almighty, or not. I don't know. It's one of the Almighties. I don't know if you're familiar with it, where God gives him an ark to build. It's like Noah's Ark. And God comes to him and he's like, build this ark, this and that, and the family's starting to like move away from him because they're like, you're crazy, like what are you doing and all this. And this kind of touches up on prayer. That was just like a little elaboration of what the movie's about.
Yeah.
But so God is played by Morgan Freeman. So he's got that deep voice,
Yeah.
the iconic voice.
Yeah.
But what he says in that movie, and he says something like, if you ask for something, and I could get this quote wrong, so don't quote me on it, but it's like, if you pray for something, is he going to give you that something, or is he going to give you ways to earn that something?
He's going to give you the ways to handle it.
Or, like to build a family, is he just going to go ahead and build your family for you? No. Or is he just going to give you opportunity to build your family?
Yeah.
And I like that, because now whenever I go into prayer, I say like, God, show me a way that I can make this happen. Show me the path.
Yeah.
And, nobody knows what, I mean, with the Bible, you have your book that you go by that tells you everything that you really need to know. But there is some more questions in the Bible, and there could be something in the Bible that says something about prayer, which I know there is, but about this particular situation, like, I don't know if you ask for God, hey, can I turn this, or can this chair be blue next time, or something like that? Like, he's not going to just magically, he could,
he can,
but he's not going to. He's going to go and be like, steer me to blue paint or blue fabric that I could change it myself and stuff, which, like I said, I don't know if God works that way, because that was just a movie, but I do feel like, with enough research and stuff, I do feel like that's something that he would, that he sets us up to do.
100%. He sets us up to do that. It says it in Scripture, which
that's
I can't
what
remember the exact Scripture, but I read it the other day, where when you pray, he gives you. It's kind of hard to explain. So when you pray, let's say that you prayed for, us doing this podcast. Let's say that we kept praying for this to hit so many people and that we make hundreds of $millions off of it. He isn't going to make that happen.
Yeah.
The only way he can make that happen is to help guide you to the way that you can do that.
Yeah.
And like ever since we've only posted one episode of us starting with God in our videos, and we gained 5 subscribers off of that.
Yeah.
Like, it's God showing you, hey, look, you follow me, I'm going to take care of you. And it's the same thing. If you give this to God and focus on him, he's going to take care of these problems. He's going to take care of these needs. He's going to take care of everything that you need to get done, everything that you, maybe not everything that you want done, but he will give you the ways to handle the stuff to make it to where you want to be, as long as you follow him.
Yeah. And I know I sound like a broken record here, but this really does sit with me, with us doing this. All it takes is one,
Yeah.
And like I said, I know I sound like a broken record. It's the third time me saying it, but I do want to, like, it's something that sits in my mind and in my heart that it don't matter. Even if we reach, or if we have 100 subscribers, 99 of them might just be like, whatever. you know.
Yeah.
But that one person sitting there, it's an umbrella.
Yeah.
You know, just it's amazing the way everything just it's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I heard that was the testimony that you have for today about your dad, or did you?
Yeah,
have,
it was
okay.
about that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Because
Cool.
I really like the situation because that's something that I can look up to and be like, you know, I definitely don't want to hit rock bottom. I never want to get that low. I never want to go down the wrong path. But, you know, and it's not really for me. It's for anybody else that's watching this right now that if you are down a bad path, you know, don't think God's not going to forgive you or God's not going to bring you back up. I was just sharing that example just to be like, look, like my dad, like, and he can say whatever he wants in the comments, whatever, but I mean, he has told me several times that he was down a dark path, and you know,
And God put His lifeline out and pulled him
yeah,
out of it.
and you know, even you know, people, I have heard people say stuff like, well, it's court ordered, or you know, they made him go to rehab, or they made him do this and that, and you know, not just him. I'm just saying, like in general, like the people that are what we like to call born again Christians. They're like, oh, this is court ordered. This is, you know, they're doing this just to stay out of jail and stuff like that. You know, and to me, I believe that as long as they're reaching God, if they're trying to stay out of jail, but they're still living that pure and holy life, and you know, not everybody's perfect. Everybody sins every single day. You've sinned today. I've sinned today. You know, everybody sins. So no matter, even if it is a court ordered thing, somebody's pushing them in that right direction. And he's living more pure than most Americans out here, you know? And just because it is court ordered. And it's not court ordered to go to church, but you know, to get help, and you find help along the way with God. And you know, and I know in rehab and all that stuff, that's one thing that they say, you know, they have their times where they're like, praise God that you are here.
Yeah.
Because there is a reason that you stepped in these doors. If you want to accept the help, then great. You know, we love that for you. You know, here's an award. Like I know they give them like 1 year chips, 2 year chips, stuff like that, for being sober for that long. But then you also have those people that they do walk in the door and kind of back on the prayer of, God, please stop my addiction. Okay, well, here's your path to get rid of this addiction. And if you still don't take, or if you go down that path and then you still don't take nothing from it and you go back to this way you were, you know, that's on you. But, you know, even if you can pray that prayer 1,000 times, like, help me, and you can fail him 100 times, but he'll still do it for you. Because
Yeah.
he wants everybody to be, you know, amazing. And, you know, he just really wants everybody to love each other and be with each other, grow together, spread his name from sea to sea, from, you know, everything. He just wants his name out there to show that, hey, look, I'm God. I can take care of your life. I can love you unconditionally, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I know I sound like a broken record, but it just sits with me because it just came to my head that day. You know, us being the prism crystals to everybody,
Yeah.
like letting God flow through us and just spread out.
Yeah.
And if, like you say all the time, if one person, just one person, if it sits with them correctly, imagine what that one person can do when they came from complete brokenness and now have found God.
Yeah.
Like all the people that are the most broken, in my mind, gets to learn that relationship in a completely different way than most people do. And
Yeah.
all power in the world to them because they do amazing things.
They do. They do. Well, do you have anything else you want to touch
Yeah.
up on?
So, not on this in particular, but I do
Mhm.
have something to touch up on.
Yeah.
So I know that today that you asked me to help you put up some Christmas decorations in your house.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
I just want to say, like, you know, we just put up Thanksgiving decorations down here,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. No, I understand that.
Okay.
Mm.
So what's up with the Christmas decorations going up before Thanksgiving? And to you people that be like, oh, it's
That be
November
like,
1st.
That be like.
Yeah.
You crack
To
me
you
up with
people that be like, it's November 1st, let me get my Christmas tree up. Bro, you got to be thankful before you are blessed. You
Yeah.
got to sit down. You got to have Thanksgiving
You should
before
put
Christmas.
that on a Christmas card.
You got to
Or
be
a
thankful for
Thanksgiving
being blessed.
on a Thanksgiving card. Oh my gosh. Could you see you in like a pilgrim outfit with like a cornucopia in the back and a turkey, and you're just like, you got to be thankful before you are blessed. And
Yeah.
you smiling
Yeah.
so big. Oh my gosh. I better expect a Thanksgiving card from you.
Oh yeah, you'll get it. You'll get it. But like to touch up on that, like my mom said this yesterday, for you to be thankful before you're blessed, and it stuck on me a little bit because like yeah, you do. Like that's what Thanksgiving's for, is to give thanks, to have that time with your family, to appreciate each other and love on each other.
Mhm.
And then Christmas turns into the gift giving and giving to others and stuff like that. So giving thanks and getting thanks and then giving blessings to people. That's how I feel it should be. But putting Christmas decorations up before Thanksgiving is so crazy to me.
So I will say I'm big on that too. I've said to my wife, why are we going ahead and putting it up, stuff like that. But if you think about it, you know, it's so much work to put Christmas stuff up. So like, why only have it for 25 days? Why don't you have it for 2 months?
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm telling you, like October 31st at midnight, I'm pretty sure, and this actually didn't happen. I wouldn't have been surprised if Allie rolled over and looked at me and said, "It's Christmas time."
Yeah. But like, okay, so we just put up these Thanksgiving decorations, and it's what, the 9th? It's going to be up for 19 days.
Yeah, but this was this took us literally like what, 10 minutes max.
But still,
But Christmas decorations, you got a lot. You got to put out.
you don't have to have
lights.
a lot.
I mean, no, but I want to celebrate Christmas like that. I love the atmosphere of Christmas time. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's just like you go drive through all these homes that have their Christmas decorations up, and you're driving, like even just driving down the road past some homes and you see Christmas decoration. It puts you in that, whatchamacallit, in that feel good state that you're in, and it's just a really great time to be alive, I guess. So I do agree that people tend to jump over Thanksgiving, because I'm pretty sure I heard this from somebody. They said, we decorate in November, we'll take a day to be thankful, and then we're back to it again.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, you'll never see Thanksgiving decorations up in my house besides now.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so like I don't decorate at all at our house. Like we don't decorate.
Y'all
Like,
don't
we-
put
no.
up a Christmas tree.
We like sometimes every once in a while we do, like last year, because we didn't put up Christmas decorations for like 2 years in a row. Last year, bro, I went all out. I said, let me wrap these porch poles and some lights. Let me put some garland on these front
Yeah.
porch. I put garland in our inside. I put up our Christmas tree. Like I just was like, I'm tired of not having it up.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a time and a place to have it up. Like it took me all day to do it, and it took me all day to take it back down.
Right.
But for it to be up, yes, it did fill my spirit. But for 2 months, it's crazy.
Hey, I'd rather leave it out there. Which you helped me out last year, setting up my Christmas decorations, but I just love doing it. I mean, it just makes the house. I feel like it makes the house pop. You have the garland, and we just got new rails put up.
Yeah, so you'll have a lot more.
So
garland.
yeah, we're gonna be able to have more stuff on the rails, and yeah, it's just fun. And with Loxley, she's gonna love Christmas more than Thanksgiving. So if we just go ahead and put it up, I know she's only 2 months now, so she ain't gonna
Yeah, and
remember
when she's
this or
2 years
care.
old and you put it up in November, she's gonna be like, "How long until I get to open presents?" And you're like, 2 months, and she's like, "Oh."
Well, hey, life sucks. You gotta wait.
Yeah.
You gotta wait.
Yep. Sorry about your luck, Chuck. Anyways,
Yeah, sorry about that one.
yeah.
Uh,
You got anything else?
No, not really. I do have well, it slipped my mind. Oh, yeah, I was gonna ask you a couple Thanksgiving questions.
Okay.
Since we're in the spirit, I know we just talked about Christmas
Yeah.
already on the Thanksgiving, the first Thanksgiving podcast season. Did I say that right? I think so. Anyways, so what is your favorite like Thanksgiving meal?
Like a part of it or the whole meal?
No. I'm sorry. Yeah, what's your like your entree? Your favorite entree that you have? Like
Cranberry sauce.
okay, cranberry sauce,
Dude, I will eat a whole can of cranberry sauce by myself.
Okay, Allie's the same way, and I'm sure Allie's like, when this video comes out, I'm sure Allie just been like, I agree with Austin.
I'm just like,
100%."
it's so good.
She loves cranberry sauce, and I used to not really be a fan, but you put that and chicken casserole
Or
together
on dressing.
on
Boy,
dressing.
dude, you got to try it with
Oh,
dressing.
she does that.
You
Yeah.
pour, they get, so White House, the restaurant in Warrior, they have dressing every Monday. And they give you cups. I get about 10 of them cups. And I'm like, oh, so good. I love it all over everything, bro.
What just happened?
I don't know. We also make these baked beans. And they're like not everybody's baked beans. Like they got like cinnamon in them. They got jalapenos in them, pineapple. They have all kinds of stuff in them and they're baked.
Yeah.
And they are so good. Like, so good.
I think my favorite like meal or not meal. Why do I keep going to that? My favorite dish. That's what I'm looking for. Not entree. Dish. My favorite dish is definitely the mashed potatoes.
I don't like
the
mashed
homemade.
potatoes.
What?
I don't.
You don't like mashed potatoes?
No.
Dude, I quit. I quit this podcast. I can't be here with you if you don't like mashed potatoes.
I don't.
Okay, my grandmother, she makes the best mashed potatoes. She gets a regular potato, baked potato.
Hold on now. Are you allowed to spill her speakers?
Well, it's normal. It's
Okay.
just homemade
Okay.
potatoes.
You never know.
Nah, she'll be fine. She don't watch this podcast. Hey, let me tell you, the other day I asked her, I said, hey, me and my buddy have a podcast. You want to watch it? Nah, I ain't got time for that.
That's kinda-
I got to play my computer game.
That's kind of dark. That's
Yeah.
kind of rude.
It's okay.
Anyways.
Yeah, she's not watching it, so I'm not even going to say anything to her.
Hey, we
Anyways.
appreciate you, me mom.
Yeah, we appreciate Mall. That's
Mall
what we Mall.
Sorry.
No,
Sorry, I
you're
didn't mean
good.
to
But yeah,
disrespect
she gets a potato, regular potato. She
Mashes it? No crap.
She what?
Mashes it? Whoa.
Dude, that's what she does.
That's crazy. Isn't that
Yeah,
what mashed
but-
potatoes is?
No. So there's a difference between just a regular packet, like I think it's Idaho mashed potatoes.
Yeah, you are the hoe. You walked right into that one.
I did not interrupt you during your cranberry segment.
Okay. Go ahead.
Nah, I don't want to anymore. No, but she yeah, there's a difference between just packaged mashed potatoes and like homemade. It's so creamy. I love mashed potatoes. But I will say you got to make them right. And I think that like your baked beans, you got to put extra stuff in it that nobody's like. Well, like with mashed potatoes, like we put butter, milk, that kind of stuff. But you put little garlic sauce or garlic powder in there, and like you just make it homemade and just make it through the. What are you looking at?
I'm pretty sure that there was like a. I'm not gonna say it. I'll wait till after
A
the
mouse?
podcast.
No,
I'll wait till after.
you're lying. Was there a mouse?
I don't know what it was. I just saw it skimper across the top
No.
right there. I was like, "What was that?" It's okay. It's
Oh
not
my
gonna
god,
fall.
no, bro, we're about to wrap this up, dude. I'm not even kidding. Dude.
It
If
may
y'all
have not
don't
been a
know-
mouse. It may have been something else. I just saw it. I just saw the little. It just cut. It barely showed in that little corner right there, and then it just ran backwards.
If
Like,
y'all
I
don't
just
know,
saw that in the corner of my eye.
if y'all don't know, I think it's like episode 4, 5. I don't know. One of the episodes we talked about how much I hate mice, and buddy, if there was one, dude, I'm leaving,
Dude,
dude.
if
I'm
it
not-
like jumps on you, dude, please.
Oh my, no. Do not pray for that. Do not, dude. From episode 9 to the end, be looking up there constantly. I'm not kidding. I will knock over these tables.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're just gonna try to get that out of my mind. Oh my gosh, I can't.
Yeah, the mashed potatoes. You mash them and you put garlic powder and whatever else you was talking about.
Yeah, it's just homemade is different than just store-bought boxed mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. And that's with any Thanksgiving meal. You got to make it from the heart. You got to put a little oven in it. You got to blow a kiss before you put it in the oven.
That's right.
Stuff like that, man. That's what makes Thanksgiving so good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Do y'all have like a lot of family members show up to y'all's Thanksgiving meal? Like, do y'all do it big or do y'all do like kind of
We used
local?
to. Family kind of drifted away.
Yeah.
A lot of them have. So we go on Allie's side of the family. They have a good bit, like her parents, her brother, her sister, their significant others, all that stuff. So they do it kind of bigger. But yeah, not on my other side. Which we have been invited to another Thanksgiving dinner. Which, if y'all are married, you're gonna understand the struggle. So last year or two, and these suck.
They keep falling, bro.
But like 2 years ago, I think it was, we went to a Thanksgiving dinner or a Thanksgiving lunch. Turned around, went to a Thanksgiving dinner right
Oh
after.
yeah, dude.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh, it's so hard.
Yeah.
So hard. Oh, and I know another one that's really good. Deviled eggs.
I don't like deviled eggs.
What do you eat? You just eat cranberry sauce?
Dude, I eat like baked beans, potato salad, ham, dressing, and rolls. Yeah, that's my
Screw that thing. Oh my gosh. Well, we lost an owl today, guys. I hope you got that. I hope you.
For those of you that didn't see that, our little owl kept. He's been playing with it for like 10 minutes trying to get it to stay up, and
It kept falling. I chunked it across the room. It's gone. It's gone. We're done.
Oh, that was
It was
good.
only $1.
That was good.
I keep checking behind me. I feel like I feel something crawling on me.
Oh gosh. So yeah, our family, we used to not do it super big, but in the last few years we have. So we used to only do like me, my mom and dad, and then like my grandmother
Mhm.
and my aunt and uncle and cousin. And now, dude, there's like 30 people that show up. And like most of the time I'm
Daggone.
like, who is that? Cuz like I don't remember them.
But that's so good about the holiday season. Like your cousins, your second, third cousins, they
Yeah.
just show up and you're like, hey, we're family. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Never seen you a day in my life, but
yeah,
I'm
and
gonna
they're all
chit-chat
there.
with you.
But then you just get to hang out with them and like catch up. That's the part I love the most. Which my family, like, they crazy, and you know that.
Yeah.
So like
Yes.
sometimes you gotta either when you go to our family events, you got to like really really pray that this
Mhm.
is gonna go good because any second it could turn into a mess.
And that is so fun.
And
Like,
not talking bad about my family. I love you guys. I'm just saying that sometimes it gets a little rough.
no, I think that's every family. If it's a healthy family, you're gonna have those.
Yeah,
those
you gotta
times.
have a dysfunctional family.
I love that part of things. Like, I'm not gonna drop names or drop what type of family they
Yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
uncle, aunt,
Yeah.
whatever. But there's a lot of stuff that like. Back whenever we used to have a big group, we would sit back and just stare at this one person and be like, bro, what are they going to do next? And then like they would do something and then we're like, everybody just sit around laughing or something. And like they have no idea, but it's so fun watching those crazy parts of your family. And you're like, where did they come from?
Yeah.
Like that's crazy. But, so I got one more question, and is it about time to wrap up?
Honestly, I don't know what time we started. So
It's fine. Well, we said it was going to be a long one.
It may not be.
It may not be.
It may not
but,
be. We may have just thought in our minds that it was going to take longer. But anyways,
But so I got one more thing. What is your favorite Thanksgiving like movie that puts you in the mood for Thanksgiving? Like mine would be the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
yeah, that's what I was about to
also-
say.
Also, I wouldn't even say movie, but like the parade, Thanksgiving Day's parade, Macy's.
Yeah, they do pretty good.
Oh my gosh. We used to go to my granny's house on Thanksgiving. She lived all the way in Arab before she passed away. And I can vividly remember sitting in a specific seat and sitting there watching that with her.
Like in person?
No.
Oh, like on
like
the TV?
on TV.
Okay, I was about to say you've been to that. Dang, that's
No.
pretty crazy.
I do. Well, I say I want to, but people line up
Dude.
like, and it's so cold in New York
Yeah,
on Thanksgiving.
yeah,
But yeah, I feel like that's a staple. Thanksgiving Day parade.
Yeah.
That's definitely a staple for Thanksgiving.
yeah.
You
I'd
gotta
say-
watch that. If you don't watch that, you're not American.
Yeah. I think what puts me in the mood is that we're only 2 days away when Thanksgiving hits from the Alabama-Auburn football game.
Yeah,
Makes my November.
yeah. Alabama Auburn. Yeah, that's always a good game.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got something else.
I don't
Oh,
have anything else.
I thought I was gonna ask you one more thing, but I guess I didn't have it.
Yeah, it's okay. It wasn't important, apparently.
No, it obviously wasn't. You want me to start closing this out?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, guys. Well, we do appreciate y'all staying through. If it was a long one, we appreciate y'all staying through. We do want to give y'all. Okay, first thing, none of those leaves fell the whole time.
Wow. They
So
didn't.
I'm very
We're pretty
happy to
good.
say that. Yeah. So y'all aren't gonna write down how many leaves fell,
'Cause mine
but
did.
what should the word for the week be?
Let's do another question.
Do another question.
Yeah, let's do what is your favorite dish for Thanksgiving?
Yes. What is your favorite dish for Thanksgiving? I like that.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Me and Austin, we just bought a whole bunch of stuff that we're gonna start doing for TikToks. We're not gonna just post on. What are you doing over
I
there?
had something stuck in my hand, bro. I was like, I don't know what it was.
We're not gonna do just clips of our podcast. We're gonna start doing something a little extra,
a
just
little bit more fun, just to
yeah,
kind of
just to get
'Cause-
more people engaged.
yeah, because I know that clips sometimes just clips gets boring eventually, but you know,
Yeah.
but throwing in a little couple fun things here and there. So
yeah,
that's something that we're gonna start doing, and I know that we've said that we're gonna start doing like adventures and stuff like that. We'll get there. We've been very busy, very busy.
Oh
So
my
it's,
gosh.
Sorry for all the not posting as much and everything like that. We're working on it. We have just been stacked up recently, so
Yeah, it's been
it's coming.
crazy. But yeah, we're gonna try to stay focused in on that. The adventure stuff, like he said, it's not that it's out of our mind. It's something that we're still going to do, and we're still, we want to do stuff like that. We just got to find time for it. But yeah, if you're not following our TikTok, our Instagram, or even if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, the Instagram and the TikTok are linked in the bio. It's also our
Description.
email
Description.
Sorry, I always say bio.
You always say bio.
I don't know, but in our description, we also have our email attached to the description. So if y'all have any testimonies or anything that y'all want to share with us that we could share on the podcast for other people, just email us, tell us your story. We'll be happy to share it. If you want it to be anonymous, make sure that you put in the email, do not share
Yes.
my information, because we do not want to do that to you if you do not want, that
Yep.
going live public. We can still tell your testimony, but we would just say anonymously,
Yeah.
this person did this.
Yeah.
Also, subscribe and follow our TikTok, Instagram. Anything else you want to add?
No, I just appreciate even though we haven't been posting as much, we somehow jumped 5 subscribers, which is pretty cool. I hope that we continue on the rise, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
But I think bringing God into our podcast is definitely helping us and helping our future in this. And we definitely appreciate all the support and all the help that God gives us and that you guys give us. And it's just been a good ride, 9 weeks straight.
Yeah.
And for the first podcast ever, you did not say, "Isn't that just crazy?"
Did I not say that?
You didn't.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
me.
Ain't that just crazy though, bro?
9 weeks, bro.
Ain't that crazy?
9 weeks, yeah. But anyways, we definitely appreciate you guys. Look forward to the TikToks coming soon. And to close us out, it's
It's
been
been
real.
real.
See
Love
you
you
guys.
guys. God bless y'all.